Hello everyone and welcome to my channel. So today I'm going to talk about the pros and cons of different acne medications, different acne creams, and just what would be best suited for you. So I will preface this and say that I have had acne ever since middle school, and I'm 26 now, and it's still something that I'm battling with and something that I honestly might battle for the rest of my life. And I'll kind of explain that a little bit later. But I have gone through treatments and years of going to the dermatologist, trying different creams, different medications. I've tried it all, honestly, and I found out what really honestly worked best for me. So I'm going to talk about that a little bit, pros and cons of each medication that I've kind of taken. I've taken Accutane, I've taken Spirolactane, I've had tretinoin, I've had the basics. If we think about benzoyl peroxide, I've gone through it all. I've done Curology, I've done proactive, excuse me. I've just done it all. Oh, by the way, guys, this is Louis. He's going to be chilling here for the most of the video. But yeah, let me just start off by saying that I believe that my acne is mainly hormonal because I do not get acne on my forehead. Honestly, I could probably not wash my forehead and I would never get acne there. It's never been a place where I've been prone to acne, never. It's only been centered around my jawline. So if we're looking at my skin right now, around here and around here, I would get it really, really bad around my jaw area right here, and it would be painful. It would be painful, sis. And that is something that was probably the worst experience ever. Um, did not like it. It was hard, and it was hard to cover up with makeup. I think I really got into makeup because I just felt so unattractive because I didn't look like everyone else, right? I had to kind of suffer through these painful cystic acne moments, and nobody else really did, and nobody really understood. It wasn't because I wasn't washing my face, wasn't taking my makeup off. It's because I had something else going on. So I will just preface this and say I've gone to the dermatologist, multiple different dermatologists, and the one that I have now is amazing. He's a holistic dermatologist and really got me onto the track where if I do break out, it's very minimum. Um, and I don't have the cystic acne anymore. It's just amazing what has happened for that. So I will say this, my first time going in to get acne medication, I was in college. So I was really early on. I would say I'm going to say junior, sophomore, senior year is kind of when I went to go get professional help. They start you off on the basics, right? I had taken a prescription that was just an ointment, which I'm actually on right now too. And that was the 0.25 benzoyl peroxide. Um, really didn't help. I went on some form of oral medication. I unfortunately cannot remember what I went on. It didn't really help me. Was trying different creams, and this is kind of when you said, you know what, I think you would be a great candidate for Accutane. So I will kind of go into the first aspects of Accutane. Did I like it? Was it beneficial? And would I ever go back on it? So one thing, I stayed on Accutane a little bit longer than you usually do. You usually should only stay on Accutane for 5 months. 3 months. I was on it for 5, just because my acne was that bad, and it wouldn't stop. One of the things I will say is Accutane got rid of my cystic acne. That is something that I will swear on my life on that it got rid of. I've never had a cystic acne break since I've taken Accutane. I did break out regularly after Accutane, but I've never experienced cystic acne again. It has just been such a blessing not to deal with that. If you've had it before, you know how painful it is. It's not fun. So I'm very thankful for that. One of the things that I will say with Accutane was it was really hard. It was probably one of the most difficult medications to be on, truly, because one, I already had very dry skin, and if you don't know about Accutane, it literally sucks the oil out of your face. So I was extremely dry. My lips were dry. My lips were cracked. Um, I got the worst sunburn in my life on Accutane. I mean, it was a lot going through it. Um, and it would be just a constant battle. I personally did not take birth control. Birth control has never been something that I ever felt comfortable doing. So I'm not a supporter of birth control. If you are on it, that's great. I'm sure it does help with hormonal acne, but I did not feel comfortable being put on it just from the experience of other people on birth control, and I just didn't want it. So what was really great is that I could have just chosen an abstinence um, for Accutane. And when you go on Accutane, you know that they make you fill out a questionnaire, make you take a test, all of this stuff, just so you know the basics of what you're getting into. You can't get pregnant on that, so that's why they really try to push birth control. But I was very much hesitant on that, and I was allowed to just say abstinence was my preferred prevention of getting pregnant. So that was great. Um, on Accutane, it was you would take a pill and it would literally, I mean, it was so frightening looking because one, the pills, they've got like the pregnant woman with the anti-baby. I mean, they really let you know you cannot get pregnant on this. And of course, you get birth defects if that happens. But taking it every single day for 5 months straight, I would have to get my blood drawn. So I went in 3 times to get my blood drawn to make sure everything was going well, that it wasn't pregnant, and make you take a pregnancy test. So it was a really rigorous way to stop acne. Um, I noticed within those 5 months, cystic acne went down, but I was left with a lot of scarring, and I didn't break out maybe as much as I did before. After I got off of Accutane, I will say 2 months later, I started breaking out. And that was really upsetting to me because I spent so much time and energy putting towards Accutane and told this was the end all be all result. And honestly, it wasn't. It was great for my cystic acne, not for my regular acne. So I still saw breakouts. So a couple months go by and I moved to a new city and I decide, I'm really tired of this still. Like, I need to get this acne under control. So I went to a holistic dermatologist, and he prescribed me spirolactane and tretinoin. And those two medications have been a lifesaver for me. Not only did I suffer from hormonal acne, but I also suffered from melia. And if you don't know what melia is, it's honestly just it looks like a pimple, but it's really not. It's just the pile up. Um, and it's really hard to get out. Usually they make the professional take it out, but honestly, I take it out myself. That is probably not the best, but I do have a toolkit for that. So if you guys want to know a little bit more about that, I can talk about that. But that really helped just one with my melia. And then tretinoin is really great for anti-aging. So I definitely recommend that. Two, when I got on spirolactane, I started off with 100 milligrams, and I took that once a day. I know some people actually started off very low, so 50 milligrams. Some people start off at 25. It really just depends on what your dermatologist thinks is best for you. I will say the pros and cons of spirolactane. I would say it was very quick turnaround. I would say 2 to 3 months, I saw a huge decrease of acne breakouts. It was actually amazing from what I saw. I had clear skin. I felt beautiful, and not that I didn't feel beautiful before, but not having acne when you've had acne your entire life is such a life-changing moment. People really don't understand, if you've never really gone through really bad acne, how much that really impacts someone's self-esteem, confidence, all of that. So being able to be on spirolactane and I might be butchering that the way that I'm saying it, by the way, was life-changing. Quick turnarounds, 2 to 3 months, 100 milligrams. And I've been on that on and off. I really didn't experience any super bad side effects. There's a couple listed on there. I mean, I started off first, maybe just a little bit of headaches, maybe for 1 or 2 days. Never really happened again. And the one side effect I will say, it does impact your menstrual cycle. So from what I've seen, I've actually increased my menstrual cycle. So it kind of felt like I had a real menstrual cycle and then a fake one. So I would have my period, the next week I wouldn't have it, and then I would have one again. And that would be a continuous cycle for me. It was super strange, and I was like, I don't understand why. And looking into it, it's actually a very common side effect. And the reason why is that spirolactane actually attacks testosterone in your body. So it fights off those male hormones that is producing, right, the acne right here, which is mainly hormonal acne. So that is something that I noticed quite a bit. And it's something that I still notice now. I was off it for about 2 months during the summer of this year, and my acne came back. I thought I could get off of it and not stay on it for a very long time, but I had to get back on it. And that is the only unfortunate part I will say, is that it feels like I have to be on medication to control this. And unfortunately, if you don't know what it is a blood pressure medication that somehow works for acne. So I have concerns for the long term, because right now I don't need blood pressure medication, right? I'm super young, I'm very healthy. But my concerns are later on in life. I haven't seen anyone have complications yet, but it's something that I do think about. I will say this, guys. I think getting on spirolactane was probably the best thing that I've ever had, and with a combination of tretinoin. It really has made my life 10 times better, so much easier. And now when I do break out, I will say, if I break out, it is very, very small, and it's like 1 or 2, if that. And it's amazing. If you stay consistent with this medication, though, I will tell you, 3 to 4 months in, if you don't skip, and it's really important not to skip days, you're gonna have clear skin. And I mean, you are gonna be glowing, you're gonna be amazing. I mean, I remember first time I didn't wear makeup going out, and it was the best thing ever. I felt beautiful, I felt confident in my skin, and I felt like this is what I always wanted for myself, is to go out in public and not need to wear makeup. And being on this medication really has done that for me. I will say this. When you go to a dermatologist, a lot of people may not have insurance for it. Insurance may cover a dermatology because they think it as a cosmetic procedure, right? Medications can be expensive. So I wanted to kind of introduce you guys to a site that I actually just get my medications on now, because it's just easier for me, and they get shipped to my house. It's called Redbox. And Redbox is a really great online site that helps provide not only anti-aging, acne, but they've got women's health, men's health, mental health medications. And what's really great is it's a very simple process, and this is what I did. You go online, make an account, you fill out a questionnaire about your skin, talk about any prescriptions that you've had in the past, prescriptions that you may be currently on, and you have to send a picture of your face, obviously without makeup or anything like that, and it'll be sent to a dermatologist, a prescriber. And what will happen is they'll kind of check out your skin, and then they'll approve you for what they think is right. So if you requested like 200 milligrams spirolactane, they might be like, hey, let me start you off with 50, and then we'll move on to there, and then we'll kind of adjust. So it's really cool. You can adjust how much medication you're getting on. You can get the creams, you can get tretinoin, you can get everything that you want on this website, and it's super amazing, especially for people who don't have insurance. So if you guys are thinking about looking into this, thinking about getting into this, check out Redbox. It's great. Their customer support is really awesome too. I've had some moments where I was like, what the heck is going on? Like, I don't see my thing shipped, and they worked with me in a very respectful manner, very easy manner to get my prescriptions done and safe. So it is a great place to check out. see if you feel comfortable taking it. And if it is something that is reasonable for you, check it out. It's an amazing thing, and I would recommend it to anybody. It's currently how I get my prescriptions right now. And I really don't see myself going back. I think until I get insurance that's kicking in the next year. If you're 26, you know you get off your parents' insurance. So I've got insurance kicking in the next year. So that's the only thing that might change if I just go to a dermatologist. It is, I will say, a little bit more, not by much, a little bit more expensive than typically that I would have paid with insurance. I think that's honestly makes sense. For the spirolactane, I paid 30, I believe, and I paid like 20 with my insurance. So it's not a huge jump. The tretinoin cream I think was a little bit more expensive. I usually paid 20, 25, I think, and I think I paid around 35, 40. But what's really great when you get your first prescription, you actually get 10% off your following prescription. They actually send you a coupon in the mail. So those are things that I'd recommend. But yeah, I just wanted to talk about that because I think from somebody who has suffered with cystic acne for a very long time, acne their entire lives, I still suffer with acne now as a 26-year-old. I really make it known to make sure that people know the benefits and things out there that might be suitable and ways to get them. Everyone just says go to a dermatologist. I mean, some people can't afford healthcare, and this is a perfect way to get your prescriptions and not have to stress and worry or feel not confident in your skin, feel that lack of self-esteem. And I think most people would contest to how acne makes them feel. And I think just being able to get this for yourself is going to be wonderful. So if you guys have any questions, comments about it, please let me know. And this is my first video coming back after a very long time. I'm in a really good place right now, and I'm very passionate about making videos, lifestyle content, and all of that. So if you guys are looking for more, if you want my skincare routine, exactly what I go through, products that I use on my face, have definitely changed, the makeup that I do, let me know. So yeah, thank you so much, guys. If you stayed the entire time, I am very appreciative and grateful. And yeah, if you'd like to see more videos from me, please subscribe. And we are out.